Well, I mean, obviously this all came about, in an indirect and very unfortunate way because, it's no secret everybody knew that this ride was originally slated for Dan. And so I was contacted by Andretti sometime after the season ended. And, at first it was a bit of a shock because, Dan was obviously chosen as a championship racing driver and just a phenomenal guy to represent the company and the team. And I was now sort of the next guy in line for that, and it was a bit of a surreal thing. So the calls started to come in, and we started talking a little bit, and then obviously, I was with Newman Haas last year, and they closed their doors on December 1st, and it really made sort of a clear path. And now I find myself, a month after that with one of the greatest teams in the sport, and I think right now the best sponsor in maybe sports in general, because they're so visible, and they're doing such a cool job with all the activation and all the support they're giving their athletes. So it's a very exciting time for me. I got the call from Newman Haas about 10 minutes before the rest of the world got the call from Newman Haas, so there was not a whole lot of prep time for losing your job. There was pink slip in the mail a couple weeks later, and that was about it. So it was a bit frantic, but because of the nature of the business, we'd already sort of been in contact with some other people anyway, and one of those people was Andretti, and so now it sort of let the doors open, if you will, to explore the other opportunities. Yeah, it's an incredibly successful team, and they won 3 races with 3 different drivers last year. They've won championships. They've won 500s. Multiples of each, and they're more hungry than ever to win and to win more. And so with a new car coming in, the engineers are all really excited that everybody thinks they're going to be the first guy to tackle the new car, and then on top of that, we've got the manufacturer war with the engines coming in for the first time in a couple of years, and we're very excited about the opportunity to be working with Chevy. We really like the way they've structured their program, and so there's a whole lot of unknowns. It's this very exciting, sort of almost like first date kind of feeling with the new car, and everybody's looking forward to getting going. No, I think the driver aspect of the team is going to be an interesting dynamic this year because, Marco and Ryan they're both race winners, and they're both very hungry for more. And I think we all have sort of a similar driving style, which with a new car is going to be really important because we can really push it in one area, in one direction of development. And I think over the season, we're obviously all going to get a bit closer, get to know each other a bit better, and you might see some fun off-track antics happening too. So I think it's going to be successful on and off track. Yeah, it's rare in my life that I'm told I'm a good example for anything, but in this case, for the Mazda road to Indy, yeah, it's a pretty good story, because I came up through a lot of the development series there, and then had a very strong year in lights in 2010, which led to my debut season in IndyCar in 2011, and to be able to, even missing the first race, we got Rookie of the Year, and obviously the on-track season that we had really put us in the running for this seat at Andretti Autosport, and it's cool to see that the system works, the ladder works, and if you're working hard and you're there and getting the results, that you can move up that ladder and find yourself in a good position.